Welcome back everyone, Skillionaire is here. I'm continuing my how-to series and this episode is how to Poland. What we have here is our protagonist, Little Giant, also known as TimOn. It's actually another replay from TimOn and 9umoGumo. I thought this time though, seeing as that they had such a close game, we'll follow TimOn and we'll see how it looks on the other side. So you've seen 9umoGumo if you've watched my last video about how to China. So you'll see him doing perhaps similar things this time around. I have looked ahead a little bit of from the replay just to confirm the sort of legitimacy of what I'm about to do. But I have not spoiled it for myself, otherwise it's boring for me anyway. So let's find out how it ends together. But I can confirm that at some point Red here is going to bring out Poland and show us how it's done. Of course, playing IR is all Industrial Revolution starts at the very beginning here in Stone Age. So let's see what he's done. He's got a few scattered houses, I suppose, because of the natural layout of the map. He doesn't feel the need to create like a wall, I suppose, is perhaps what he's doing there. Bang! As soon as he can fit the warehouse, it goes down. Also notice the warehouse near the berries here. I have had a few people. Yeah, he scouted his opponent. I'm going to slow it down actually, just so we can watch it on ×2. Like I did last time, just to really get closer insight into what's going on. He's moved his temple here closer to these trees. What I was going to say was, I have been getting a few people sort of reaching out to me saying, hey, check out this replay and stuff like that. Like, what do you think? How can I improve and stuff? And that's actually, firstly, it's really touching, guys. Thank you that you feel that that you'd listen to what I have to say. One thing I'll answer a lot of you with, if you're a newer player asking me questions like that, is that you all seem to have a few things in common, and one of them is the warehouses and not putting it by the berries, and basically resource management at the beginning. So that's what you can focus on for this episode. If you are one of those people, or who's been wondering how to improve and you're newer, keep an eye on the warehouse placements, okay? And notice how they're always really close to where they are collecting from, and I mean really close. Right? The workers never walk more than a few steps. Right, back to his efficiency on Poland. So he's gone up to Europe already. He's built his temple a little bit further away. I do think perhaps because of the map is so big, he feels safe doing that. He's already explored. Look at the size of it. He's already explored with the scout. He got a vibe for the map before he placed his temple here, and of course now we can see that he's explored more. He is very correct. The map is huge. He probably is safe. He's managed to find some fish here that he's going for. The workers having to walk for it, but for fish it is worth it. It has a far faster food income, I think, than berries. I don't know if it's speed or just the amount the workers can carry, but for whatever reason, fish is far better than berries, for anyone wondering that. So he's, of course, starting to mine his metal. And check this out. He's starting to wall off to keep himself safe. Interesting that he's managed to find all these gaps. I suppose what he does is he uses the wall placement, so R I believe is the shortcut for it, and he sort of hovers over it, and wherever, you know how it's like red when you can't place the building down, it probably flashes green when you can, and that's the sign of a gap. So I'd imagine that's how he is discovering these little entry points and successfully blocking them off. I'm not sure if I can check that as an observer. Don't think I can. This map is huge. Okay, so anyone who's seen my previous replay, you all know that we're in for a very good game. What's he doing with these scattered houses? I guess it doesn't really matter at a certain point, doesn't it? You know that we're in for a good game. You saw how much pressure Red was putting on Yellow in the last game. Via when we were watching what is now the opponent, 9umoGumo, play China. We saw how much pressure he was under when Red was coming at him with Eastern Europe. Now we're going to see the other side, what's going on here. A lot of barracks is going up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there it is, right next to the temple. I was like, where is that? Okay, he's going for the fish here. He's going to be building fishing ships soon. There's some action here as the warriors have come in, hence the intense hype music has kicked in. Disrupting his flow a little bit. But notice how he doesn't leave his workers standing still. He starts moving them once they start getting attacked. Look, they start moving, right? So if for every step that the warrior is taking to try and catch the workers, is him not killing a worker. But also notice that Red here has already sent his spearmen forwards before he'd even wiped that out, because he knew he's probably safe here. He's going to be able to handle it. Yeah, he might lose a bit here and there, but more importantly is the counter attack. He's prioritized that. Of course, those of you who are keen-eyed would have noticed more warriors coming in. I don't know, maybe, to be fair, maybe Red wasn't looking on his screen there, maybe he missed him, but to be fair, like, it's not exactly a hard prediction, is it? That he's going to be sending more warriors, so he probably already knows, regardless of whether he saw it coming. And, oh, an open gate! Oh, no! See, even the best players, like these guys, can make little mistakes like that from time to time. Where are you going? I wonder if he split them up to sort of hold these guys. Yeah, look, he's trying to draw their attention away, maybe, so that these lot can go unmolested and attack some troops, attack some workers. He's done the same thing here. These 4 workers. That's actually, I don't know. I mean, I presume he did that on purpose. That's some pretty good micro there. Stone Age workers have a good slap on them. If you have to, you can fight off with those workers a little bit. The gate is closed now. The opening is gone. Not sure how much he achieved, but I think the main thing is probably that he achieved the ability to keep yellow in his base instead of attacking red, which has given him the freedom. He's already been Iron Age for a while now, and he's already going towards Middle Ages of Eastern Europe, which of course is what you have to go in order to reach Poland. Oh no, there is a gap here. Will he notice that? Yes, he does. This is a good player here. He's not going to make newbie mistakes. Then again, like I said, no one's immune. No one's immune. What's he researching here then? Cutting weapons. He didn't even increase the damage of the spearmen. That's interesting. So that just goes to show he wasn't really investing in the spearmen. He was just trying to buy himself time to start investing in swordsmen and most likely squads, which is similar to what we saw him do in that previous China video. Ooh, here we go. Oh, you know what I just realized? Maybe one of the reasons he's been a little bit... I mean, here he's made walls of his houses, but... Oh, no, wait. Yeah, not quite. He's sort of made walls of his houses. But he's been a little bit scattered with them, and maybe part of the reason for that is because he knows... I'm not sure if this is the case, but maybe because he knows he's being Eastern Europe. He's going to want to make militiamen out of those houses. So, man, these animals... These are scouts, yeah. Notice how he's still scouting even at this point of the game. He's got his scouts alive. But anyway, he doesn't want his militiamen to get stuck on neighbouring buildings, maybe? I feel like he could probably fit on a warehouse there by now, maybe. Maybe not, I'm not sure. Maybe that tree is just still in the way. This one's there, moved much closer. Curious that he's still got this one here. I wonder if he's going to keep that or get rid of it. I genuinely don't know. And he's got his upgrades. He's making a lot of archers. I wonder if it's because archers are cheap. And as you can see from his finances here, he's running low on wood. Although I believe swordsmen don't cost any wood. So he's just, must be because he's just building so much, isn't it? Yeah, 70 food, 30 gold. I guess he feels like he can spare the food and the gold. So archers and swordsmen. Really, when you're thinking about, I suspect, when you're thinking about how to play any industrial faction, but in this case, Poland, really a fundamental part of that is getting to Poland. And if you're not alive, then you're not getting there. So it involves how to play the Middle Ages as well, how to play the Metal Ages and Stone Age and so on. He's really expanded out now, probably because he's slightly running out of space here, but also because I suspect he's just wants to be closer to the front line so he can reinforce easier. He's got way more barracks now. 4 here and still 6 here, so that's 10 in total, or at least roughly. I haven't thoroughly counted, but I think that's pretty sure that's it. He's been attacked here, but notice on the minimap he's still sending something there. We'll catch up with that in a second. Let's see what happens here. What's going on? The workers are running away to waste the heavy spearman's time. Isolate his forces a little bit, make it easier to deal with these ones coming in. The swordsmen are fast. Meanwhile, I was going to say, I thought that was an open gate. No, it's not. No, he's stuck out there. Meanwhile, here though, Yeah, some dead workers. He managed to get a few there. I don't think it was like critical damage or anything. Both these players, like I say, is very good. They know how to defend. But you know, these little things add up, right? He's got a lot of idle workers. Ah, the ones that were running away. I see. Okay. He's hit pop cap here, which is probably why he had these houses queued. But when he had to run away from the attack, he stopped building them. So there you go. Oh man, he's so low on wood. What is eating his wood then? Specifically, is he doing some kind of upgrade, or is it just because of the sheer number of buildings he's having to put down? And I guess so his wood here stopped for a while as well. So wow, that's a big sort of cluster. He's charging those heavy archers that have no sort of front line to defend him, I think. Yeah, some regular archers in there too. Meanwhile, his blob is stationed here. Heavy spearmen coming in. 9umoGumo going on the offensive here. He's found his way in once. He's going to try and go there again, but is the gap blocked this time? I think it's not. I think there's a gap there, no? Oh, well, there you go. Even even easier, you can just go around. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah, these archers. It's interesting that, you know, Eastern Europe get to maintain these cheap and fast 18 seconds versus 28 seconds fast units from the Metal Ages, despite having teched up. It's a great tool to use, I think, in my opinion. Wow, nice dodging. So the workshops are coming even further forwards. We know these siege weapons like catapults, they move quite slowly, so we don't want to be building them really far back. We want to be building them in the mid. Springald is doing damage to the tower. He's close to late Middle Ages, I think. Yeah. Oh, that's, of course, that's what's taking all his wood. There we go. The Springalds are doing some damage. Not as good as the rocket cannons, I think, at taking down towers. But they're definitely better at killing these troops. Not being used super effectively. That's going down. I think that's a glitch there. I think that's been destroyed. Alright, he's pushing forwards though. He's got his opponent on the run. Oh look, he's even got, you can see from the outline. If he could destroy that, that'd be a nice little win. Yellow clearly is aware of he does not want to lose that, so he's building his tower fast as he can. Can he kill the workers? What's he going to do? He's got his militiamen. How much damage did these lot do? 8 damage. How does that compare to like an archer's shot? 13 damage. Alright. Yeah, he's managed to stop the tower from being built. He's going to lose the spear. He's going to lose the spear. So he's kind of... I do think Red is winning this game so far. I haven't really felt as though he's really scared yet. He's had a few inconveniences in terms of being attacked and stuff, but I think generally the game has been in his hands. He's not looking. What is he doing at base? Oh no! The mill has stopped. He's building more walls. Yeah, he wants to end those little assaults. They're getting on his nerves. He doesn't want to have to keep going back and defending and taking his dudes off of resources. So he's going to invest in some walls here. Interesting that he's got like a parallel pier, isn't it? Anyway, let's see what's going on at the front line. Rocket cannons are starting to come. He tried to push with towers, but he's realized, no, I can't do this. Not right now. There's a big swarm of them coming, and there's rocket cannons to back him up. He's got his own catapults here. Maybe he's going to try and fight on his own favourable terms. I mean, he is technically, he's under tower here. That was such a shit shot. God, look at this. It's such a sort of tense back and forth. And now we've got the Strelets. These are fantastic units here. I wonder if he ever goes Grenadiers. I suspect he probably doesn't. Because while Grenadiers are really good at, like, you know, compared to these other troops that destroying buildings, he's got the catapults for that, right? And Grenadiers take longer to come out. I think that, you know, I think they're more expensive, although undeniably they are more cool. So depends what you're playing for, eh? Style points or victory points. Man, few hits from the artillery. Wow, that was actually a big hit from the rocket cannon. Oh, big hits. Friendly fire. Yeah, and now just thanks to I wonder if he's built even more barracks. I'm just gonna check. So has he still got the 10? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still got 10. But with 10, I mean, and that's an amazing thing about Eastern Europe. You don't have to do that Western Europe shit where you're like shooting range, stables. Like you have to like kind of what's it called? Barracks. Like you have to customize your building. They just have a barracks which does both the range and the melee, which I think is just a lot more convenient. It's really cool. He didn't invest too much in squads this game, unless I missed it. He just stuck with the swordsman from the Metal Ages until he absolutely had to give it up. Looks like he's not... he's just investing in his... I guess he's trying to push with the eco. Not too surprising, I suppose, from Red. Wow, that was a good shot. Too surprising if you remember again from the previous game between these two when we were following Yellow's China. Red did hold on to the Middle Ages and try and push and take the win. And Yellow did come back from it, actually, I will add. So I can't guarantee that's not going to happen again. The only thing I looked ahead to see was whether Poland was actually confirmed. Still, though, regardless of how it ends, I'm certain that we're going to see some very... I mean, right now we're already seeing some fantastic play. BC stage and archers having some trouble here. Where are the hand cannons? I suppose his opponent has sort of been having similar troubles. He's having to produce all of these troops in order to delay Red reaching his base. These aren't free troops, right? They're all costing. Ooh, almost got that boat. Thatch Tap Pier is going down. Surprised he doesn't go for the shooting ranges. There we go. Just as I say it. Guess there's just so much happening now. What's happening in his base here? These archers are actually doing some work on these fishing ships. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good warding technique there, sort of, to keep them away. Oh, and there's actually stuff going on in his actual base. Did they die naturally? Or, yeah, no, I think they just got... Yeah. Okay. So there we go, like Yellow is not just sort of being fully defensive, right? He's continuing that sort of harassment on Red to try and slow down his resources. We can see Red's food here is plummeting massively, so I guess it's that tech up to Industrial Revolution that's really slowing him down. I think Yellow is not doing enough, really. Oof. Good stuff taking that catapult. That was a nice... He's bought himself some time there. Arquebusiers pushing him back. I think he's just waiting for another wave of reinforcements before he turns around and pushes again. Oh, and he's building his pier. He's gonna start taking his fish. I guess he is low on food. It's surprising, you know. I don't know about you guys, but I would maybe like build my pier here, or well, that one's already taken. But maybe down. Oh, he's already got down here. There you go, down here. But I suppose. No, not this player. He knows he's winning this at the moment. He's got Yellow pushed back into his base. Why not take some of his fish as well? I feel like I would have gone for like a galley first or something, but then again, I don't know. I'm not as good as this guy, so let's see. His #1 priority maybe isn't just more damage. He already has that. Maybe it's stabilized economy. Man, that tower went fast, didn't it? The gate's open, but it doesn't matter. Oh man, Yellow is in a tight spot here, isn't he? Well, let's see what Red's doing. So he is, you know, he is having to deal with some stuff at home a little bit as well, but generally speaking, he's getting these houses destroyed, which is a bigger deal for Eastern Europe, of course, because the militiamen come out of there. Not that he's using many militiamen right now, but, you know. Oh, Poland is nearly here, guys. It's nearly here. I know you've been waiting. It's coming. It's a very cool age, isn't it? The musket technology age. Right. Enough focusing on the spectacle. I should be focusing on how to actually build your base and stuff. Listen to that beautiful music. If I knew how to edit in, you know that meme with the cat, like that white cat that's sort of bobbing his head. If I knew how to edit that in, I'd put it in now. Notice how he's pulled his troops back now. What's he going to be investing in? He needs more houses because his houses keep being destroyed by the... Man, there's some good work by yellow here, actually. There's some really good work to be under that much pressure. What's he got over here? Ah, yeah. He's going for even more sea power. Yellow with the hand cannons pushing back in. We've seen yellow we've seen this exact player with some amazing comebacks before, so what's going on here? just two scouts. It's a bit of an error, but you know, there's so much going on. It's so difficult to focus on it all at the same time. So what's he doing first? And this is what I'm curious about. He's still just he's being patient with it. You know, notice he's not like, okay, I'm IR, I need to pump out this and that now. No, he's keeping that sort of stable economy. As far as he's concerned, his mindset is like he's still in Middle Ages. He's just building up these houses. Slightly inefficient, but I wouldn't have. Not sure I would have upgraded that one, but again, like I said, there's so much to micromanage at the same time. It might have been a mistake. This is going down. You know what? Big respect to yellow, man. Like that is actually really good to be able to push. They just abandon those ships to be able to push red back to this point. But as we know, or perhaps you know, but I believe, and I think others have said similar things. The best time for a comeback is right as your opponent reaches Industrial Revolution, because everything gets so expensive and their production of Middle Ages sort of slows a little bit, so they go more on the defensive. It's your chance to counter-attack and sort something out. So let's see. He's not just countering on one front. I'm genuinely curious. So where is... He's just investing again. It's just investing in economy, you know, improving the farm for that food income. He's got the fishing ships up top here. Oh, he's got barracks here. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, well, I'm curious what his first unit production building is going to be, and it is the barracks, which is fairly standard, and he's put down a couple of factories as well. The armory is here. Nothing currently being researched. Interesting that he doesn't have the ballistic sight upgrade, but I suppose he didn't go cannons, did he? He's stuck with the catapults. He didn't invest the cash. To be fair, maybe the catapults are enough. Maybe you don't always need to go for the most expensive best units. Maybe you just need a few of them with a few supporting weaker units. He's got them now though. He's got them now. He's had them for a little while, but it's gone very quiet, isn't it? Very quiet on both sides. I wouldn't be surprised if they've both hit IR at the same time. And the factories are ready. This is the calm before the storm. Managed to pump out these cheap archers. Think about it. He's Poland right now, and he's creating Metal Age archers. Only with Eastern Europe you can do stuff like that. Very cheap. A very good way to replenish. His scouts are getting killed. He's probably doing him a favor at this point. Oh yeah, there we go. He's seen the IR plots. This is the footprint, or whatever you want to call it, the blueprint, the ground mark that Industrial Revolution buildings leave. I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit now. So what's he making? I guess he can't without tank blueprints, so he's got his university. Oh, okay, so this is the thing, like, it might not be the most super thrilling thing, but notice how they've prioritized economy. So red here is just like economy first, always, in every age. Eco, 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 and then all the other stuff. That, by the way, that university eco upgrade is big. Makes a big difference. They continue as though they're still in the previous age. We'll slow it down now. Cannons are helping out. I wonder, did he invest in the research? Yeah, he's doing it now. So it is more expensive to do it when you're in industrial. By the way, it is cheaper to do it in Middle Ages, I think, anyway, unless that's changed. Still, he didn't need it at the time. He needed that those resources for other things. Now he can spare it, as you can see from his Resources on the top right here. It's metal. Metal, which I'm sure is familiar for all of you watching, is the thing he's struggling with right now. Hand cannons. He wants to take out this balloon tower. You got to. There we go. The vision difference. Take that out too. Just make him take away his territory. So, oh, here comes his tankettes. Here comes his tankettes. So I would say honestly that wow, there's a lot of his ships struggling there. So I would say honestly the takeaways here, and bear in mind, as we've established, yellow here is a really good player, So it's not like he comes this. Here, we saw him doing this in the last one. This mounted guardsman is going to give him so much trouble here. Oh, he stopped moving. No, he must be. So red being able to achieve this is a massive feat. You know, he's not like he's like stomping a noob or whatever and doing whatever he wants. He's bringing out his best to try and win this. Here come the Chinese militiamen. By the way, guys, if you have a replay of how to a really good game where you're navigating playing one of these Industrial Revolution factions, feel free to send it my way. Of course. Well, normally I don't mind if the game is, you know, if you're noobs, if you're intermediate, if you're pros, you know, I don't mind casting them. But when it comes to this series in particular, we would prefer to see like better players. So I would be a little bit more picky with those ones. But feel free to send them across and I'll check them out. Notice how he's just still using these 2 tankettes. He's finally sort of getting out more factories so he can produce more of them. It take a long time to make, 80 seconds. God damn, that is even longer than I thought it was. Yeah, you know, as these tanks start to build, I mean, he's going to need like hand cannons or something to be able to hold this stuff back, right? He's going to need something. But I guess the militiamen are cheap enough that you can keep throwing it his way, who knows? We'll see. So yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, it's the fundamentals, I would say, is the takeaways here right now. Oh, hold on. There's a stream of mounted guardsmen coming in. And you know what? Maintaining, massive credit to Red here, maintaining a good economy. Damn, that's a lot of towers. Maintaining a good economy while you're constantly being harassed with a player as good as Yellow, that's not easy. It's a shame Yellow didn't know about this. Here come the Rangers. See, just want to check if it's got anything in base. That's the mines. He hasn't even gone for this stone, which is interesting, isn't it? Wonder why. Guess he just doesn't need it. So many trees, maybe he thinks it's not worth it. But then, surely one warehouse. I don't know. Wow. Stream of units. So many tankettes now. So I suppose that's his plan, really. Fully stabilizing that economy, priority number 1. And just like good building, you know, notice how he always tried to close the gaps right from the very beginning. He was building these walls by the trees down here, just to make sure that there was no ways, trying to minimize the amount of ways his economy could be disrupted. And then just amassed once. I mean, there's a lot of things that's happened in between then, but by the time you reach Poland, you just amassed the tankettes. Gonna speed it up now, boys. It's been a very long video. Unless it looks like... Oh, there we go, GG. I was going to say, unless it looks like there's a comeback, can't park it. Anyway, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Hope you picked something up. Hope that's inspired you to go out and play Poland yourself. I know there was, like I said, it's nothing particularly flashy is my takeaways from this. It's just really good fundamentals. Really good core fundamentals. Not rushing into anything in particular. You know, just some... He had his barracks here to create some rangers, but mostly he just stuck with... Mostly he just stuck with the tankettes, and that's fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go because it's really long, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.